Are you selling on Amazon? Are you using one of those algorithmic repricers that change the price up and down and every which way? I've used one for years, and I get this question asked a lot, like, what repricer do you use? I've actually really ran huge trials with lots of different repricers, the expensive ones, the cheap ones, and I've got several opinions. First off, you should be using one if you're, up to scale where you're selling, say 20 products or more. You just can't do it on your own. These reprice in the middle of the night. They are doing the rules that you set up. Well, my favorite one is ChannelMax, and they've come a long way. Their UI is getting a lot better. They're the most configurable, and they have so many rules. A lot of the rules may not be relevant, but I'm gonna dive in and just show you exactly what I do and how I have used ChannelMax to really grow our margins and our sales. I'm very happy. I started selling in 2013, and even in 2019, I put together a change that kind of like blew the lid off on our gross margin. We went from 14% to 19% like that. So jump in and let's talk about ChannelMax. All right, so here's ChannelMax. Been using it for several years, and actually since 2011, we have been using it, and I've tested a lot of other repricers out there, but this one has some of the features that we require. It's really boosted our margins and our sales by being able to configure it completely. And so when I test another repricer, and for example, if they don't allow me to automatically upload new prices, we're out. They don't have creative ways of pricing up, we're out. Here in the repricing model is the main setup. This is where you're a part of the engine. And you can see that I have probably about 20 different ones set up. This is the default, is our primary one, where most of our stuff goes to. And I'll just show you my settings right here, and you can copy them. I'll explain a few of what I like and what I consider. But generally, my FBA listings, we have this as enabled, and against other FBA sellers, we're matching. Non-FBA, we're maximizing buy box. And then against Amazon, we are yo-yoing. What is yo-yo? See, there's a few other options. We could raise by a percentage or a cent, but yo-yo against Amazon means we're pricing up and down. We're trying to steal the buy box, and then we go back up. And we try and steal it and back up. And I have heard from others and from myself that this has led to some sales, because selling against Amazon is complicated and hard, easy to lose money. Any of those sales matter. It's been seeing some success with that. Also segments out your non-FBA listings. You can change how you want to compete. We get a little bit aggressive with our FBM. We target buy box. We lower against Amazon. Looks like there's even an option for seller fulfilled prime. We do use seller fulfilled prime, but let me jump in. And overall, actually first you have to enable it. If it's not enabled, it won't be repricing. And then there's more settings. You kind of just want the basic generic ones here, but it is worth a read. I've read all through these a few times. Very specific things. Their customer support's always been great. Get back to me within an hour or two on average to help explain some things. A lot of times I'll be like, hey, this priced in a way I didn't expect. What happened? And they tell you like, oh, here's the 5 rules that you set. Usually when things have happened, it's because we set it that way. But this is like a normal repricer. You set things at your floor and your ceiling, and it's just gonna reprice in between that, and to maximize your sell-through and hopefully maximizing your options. I'll just go through very slowly to show you these settings. If you guys want to copy them, I do think many of these are default. I have played with a lot of them. The main thing is, what do you do with your ceiling? What do you do with your floor? What do you do when you're the only seller? How about map price? Is map my floor? And for us, we hit yes. You can do even category specific things. You can target specific sellers. There's 2 sellers that I'm actually family with them, and we just ignore them. This is totally collusion. We don't go down against each other. There's some sales velocity. I'm actually going to start playing with this one really soon. If a product is selling really, really fast, raise your price. If it's selling slow, lower your price. It's got some cool things that you can do there. They've got business pricing, so time variant. We do use this consistently. 5 different points of the day, mainly at the middle of the night, we price up. And then same at during different parts of the day, we just price up. That is to encourage other people's repricers to go up. It does a lot of resetting. It doesn't work on every product, but I found if there's like only 2 or 3 sellers on a product, like it can make a big difference, especially if there's only FBEM sellers, then this will still capture sales. And you always want to encourage, you want to find creative ways to price up. That is the name of the game. That is how you can capture more margin. We were doing 14% margin in 2018. And in 2019, we got to 19%, and this year we got to 21%. I have another video on repricing where I talk about that strategy, so check that one out. It is called I Lost Millions Selling on Amazon Until I Figured Out These Pricing Tricks. So these are the specific details. Okay, if you go to Settings, Account, Dropship, here you can set up an FTP. Here is my own FTP, and I hit enable feed, and these are the details. Fortunately, this password is covered. You guys can't steal from my FTP. Not like it's that valuable, because if you just use Smart Scout, you can download all our products anyways. So, and desktop, I want to show you what I do. I have these files. This is my FTP server right here. So it's reading these files. This is a terrible viewing experience, I understand, but just to show you that this is configured to be reading this every 30 minutes. It pulls that data. So all I have to do is make sure that that file has what I need. You can configure any different types of tools, use some macros or whatever to just save to that file. What that allows me to do is floors and ceilings dynamically. I can change it every day. I could be in my system, push new pricing that the repricer is using programmatically. So right now we set our target margins. If our product is selling really well, we raise those margins. Product is like stocking out, we keep pushing up those margins. So it's very dynamic repricing. If the product is not selling well, we start discounting it. It just goes up and down, kind of like an accordion based off of the current thing. And I know that for Christmas, that will make us thousands of dollars, especially with the high velocity product. These are just some of the settings. The ones that I just showed you are what I consider to be the most important ones, and you will not see my company on any other repricer unless they have those things. All right, I hope you learned a lot, and that if you're using a repricer, you fine tune it, make sure you're getting the margin and the sales that you deserve. So subscribe to the channel, and consider following me on Instagram @SmartestSeller. I've got a podcast. I got plenty of stuff. Putting my best stuff here on YouTube right now. All right, take care.